So let me do like an intro, right? Let me do like a okay. All right, all right, all right. So how you doing? How you doing?
Or
How you doing? We have Angie Smith with us right now, my friend, my sister, someone that I've been close to for years, but now I have the pleasure of saying she's like a business partner to me. She's allowing me to further my ventures with her work and her efforts and what she's bringing, and I'm honored for that. But of course, I want to give you the floor, Angie. If you can say anything about yourself, who you are to
I
those.
am Angie Smith,
Yeah.
good friend, sister,
Mm.
to Dallas. I am an Ohioan girly through and through. I am a photographer, a creative. I love all things art. Um, yeah, I don't know what else to say about myself, Dallas.
No, listen, hey, you all that in a bag of Frito-Lay. That's all I know. But I'm just so thankful for you because whenever it comes to business ventures or even just like anything that you're sharing artistically with someone, it has to flow. And
Absolutely.
I approached you so long ago now. It's crazy. Like time has literally flown. Like I approached you a long time ago about this idea, and it was related to a character being named Regina Reynolds, and she's one of the characters that's within the His Crown series, and her place in it all is she's the reporter. She is the news anchor. She is the voice of the city. You know what I mean? She's the first thing that you're gonna hear whenever you're trying to navigate life. You know what I mean? Within this world. And I don't know what it was. It's just like it's probably from our frequent conversations or just like your presence in general and just your artistic mind. I was like, Angie's gonna be incredible for this, and it's one of those things I was like, you can outsource that kind of stuff. You can ask someone else or someone random, there's a bunch of different sites to get people, engaged with your work, but I just felt called to speak to you, you know what I mean? Because it's if you have people within your circle, why not just reach out to them? They're talented. So I'm just thankful for it, And as the thoughts came to mind, um, everything else started to outpour and like the image of her, how she sounds and all that. And I was just like freaking out internally. I'm like, this is Edge, like, you know? I'm like, but of course everything's fabricated, everything's,
Yeah.
what it
Yeah.
is. But I just felt like you could really bring it home, you know? Is there anything that you feel like as I approached you were you like eager to take it on? Were you reluctant? Like, was what was it that made you kind of, take it on? I guess you could
I
say.
am so glad that you asked this
Yes, please.
because I remember you telling me about it and the backstory
Yeah.
and just that alone, the passion that was radiating
Hmm.
from you,
Yeah.
I could feel it. And I remember you kept saying, like, you don't have to say yes, like, just think about it. Like I know, like I know you're busy. And like as you kept saying that, like in my head, I'm like, yes. But I was like, okay, make it seem like you're kind of thinking about it. And then when everything was kind of said and done, I'm like, I can't say no. Like hearing about the inspiration and you tying it to things going on now
Yeah.
and how hard you worked on it,
Mhm.
I'm like, I don't care if I have like 1,010 jobs. Like I'm saying yes to this.
Wow.
So that it was an easy yes.
Wow. Well, I'm thankful for it because it's like, whenever you pitch something to anybody, I don't expect a yes. So despite, our friendship and everything, I wasn't like, oh, Angie's gonna say yeah, blah blah blah. No,
Yeah.
you have the floor to say no, and I respect your schedule and your art and your family and your life. I'm not trying to intrude because I know that like what I'm asking for, is it can be a lot,
Mhm.
just within taking on something and everything like that. But you were so willing almost initially, and I know you. You juggle so much, and you're so talented. So I was honored to just have you on. So no, I for Regina and who she is, like there's a lot of things that came to mind in the writing that made me think that you could bring it, and I already knew you could bring it. But was there anything that whenever you were reading the script at all that you felt like, okay, I can kind of see why and this and that and this? Like, did you ever feel like, okay, I can kind of draw from certain things? Like,
Absolutely. Regina is someone who I feel is very dedicated to her work.
mm-hmm,
And that paired with the seeking justice
yeah,
and I'm gonna, I'm standing up for what's right, that meshed together. I was like, I feel that I identify as someone that's very dedicated, very, let's get the job done. And, I try every day to stand up for what's right and advocate for um, anybody and everybody.
yeah.
So I could definitely relate to those parts of the character.
For sure, for sure. And that's kind of one of the things that kind of comes in mind with you in the casting of just you as a like just such a talented person, but just being able to manage so much and then give your all to everything that you do. I'm a fan of your work, not just because I'm a friend. I see it. I've seen you in so many different seasons of life tackle bulls, and I'm just looking at that and that kind of person and that passion just you just naturally like illuminate like you have that to you and to have you speaking on something that's a lot of what's being spoken on in this is pretty strong, and it's very not outside of just communal, it's very worldly, you know what I mean, like it's going on and it's not really going anywhere. So
Mm.
to announce it and to address its perspective with someone that can drive from that, has a natural drive to that. I'm
Yeah.
honored to have you. Truly, truly honored to have you. Which further brings the next question. I'm not gonna try to hold you too long. Like as far as things, because of course the script that you received and our discussion was more in depth, but the script that you received is you're only getting like a general, like almost like an entry of what the character is going to be going into. Is there anything that you're looking forward to within the character's development, or is there anything that you're wanting out of the character at times? You know what I mean? Is there something that you're looking forward to as far as your place in this universe? That is.
I'm really curious to see how Regina, because you can tell she's emotionally connected to the case.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm curious to see if there's conflict between like her personal connection and
Mhm.
her role as the report. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah. I
The
love that.
kind of like how that dynamic goes, if she's like conflicted or like will it drive her more into her work, more away from her work?
Mm.
So I'm kind of curious to see how that plays out.
And it's funny that you say that because this is more on the writing side. It's not on the animation side, but it's that point is addressed specifically in the earlier stages of season two, not earlier stages, the later stages of season two, but going further into season three, because that exact same thing that you're speaking on, it's more of uh, as things unfold, everything's reactive, not just in the story, but in life in general. So it's like
Mhm.
when you receive information that you may or may not like, how will you react to it? And I love Regina. I love Regina's character and I love where she goes because she's a very relatable character. Her reasons for everything that she's saying and doing come from the right place. So there's so much fun in the elaboration of what the right place is.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I'm excited for you. I want you to trust me on that.
I'm
Okay.
gonna trust you. I'm
Trust
gonna
me on
trust you.
that. Okay.
I'm so excited. I'm so
Uh,
excited.
I'm excited. Again, I stress I'm honored to have you. I am not wasting your time by any means. at everything that you do. I'm just thankful for, and I'm honored to just have my hand in. Right now, what we're working on, which is exciting, we're working on pop-ups. So we're gonna start popping up into different businesses, different venues, and different, like, little things. And the setting of it is exciting. Then I'll share with you personally, because it's I don't want to air all that stuff. No one get anybody but it's engaging, and I give it to God. It's engaging, and
Yeah.
I'm excited to tackle it. I'm very excited to tackle. But again, I stress, um, I owe you so much in this journey. You are, like, beyond description. You are just the such a backbone within my not even my what I feel called to,
Mhm.
within the production and promotion of it. Without you, it, it wouldn't be as far as it is, and it's getting further and further every day. So I thank you, Ange. Truly, I thank you for real.
I thank you for seeing that and even thinking of me and providing me with the opportunity. I can't thank you enough. I'm so grateful.
Well, I love you, Ange. I do. I love
I
you.
love you too.